All right, guys, how's it going? I want to wish everybody a happy and healthy 2026 to start this video off. I wish everybody ends up with gold rings on their fingers by the end of the year. Wishing health, peace, and prosperity for everybody at the end of the year. And I actually mean that, unlike Trump. That's what he said. He was wishing for peace and prosperity. You saw how that shit turned out, and that's leading into the video today. Let's talk about Venezuela. Let's talk about Nicolas Maduro. I'm also calling him Mr. Dress Up, because this guy has changed out of more outfits in 24 hours than most people change out in a week. And I'm talking about, they got this guy out here in Nike Tech outfits. The CIA, man, whoever's running their whole casting department over there, the way they're setting up shit is very boomerish. It's 1980s, early 90s tactics they're still using. The only people who can't realize this shit is the ones with an IQ that doesn't go over room temperature, the cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs motherfuckers out there who can't actually see the play. It's all a show, man. It's all this is. It's all a big show. It's all set up by the CIA in advance. Maduro knew about this shit. They're walking around with this guy, taking pictures with him all over the place, inside, outside buildings. It's all, they don't even try to hide it anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's just right in your face. They're like, here, eat this shit and accept what we're shoveling in your mouth and tell us that it tastes good. That's what it is at this point. They don't even hide the fact what they're doing anymore. This is all prearranged bullshit right here. Talking about, oh, Maduro, you know, when we rolled up on him, he was headed towards the door, but he couldn't close it. You don't think this guy knew ahead of time that the CIA and the government was going to come over there and get him? Of course he did. It's all pre-planned. And anybody who thinks it's not is a fool. Okay? This was all orchestrated, arranged beforehand, and it was for the sole purpose of what? No, not drugs. Only 2% of the drugs that come into America from Venezuela, and that's a fact. And if you think for 1 second that Pete Hegseth and Pam Bondi and Cash Patel and the head of the DEA, you don't think these people know where the major drug cartel players in Mexico are, where their ranches, their huge fucking ranches are, their big ass fucking palaces. They know exactly where all these guys live, okay? Those are the key players in the drug running game right there. It's not little Nicholas, who just happens to be a standoff point from Colombia going through Mexico into America, okay? For certain drugs coming from Bolivia and Colombia, which is still a small amount of fentanyl, which they claim they're going after. But everybody knows that the precursors for fentanyl are made in China, sent to Mexico to get finished off, and then after they're processed, they're sent to the streets of America. Everybody knows that, who's got more than a few brain cells running around in their fucking head. But the idiots are going to sit here and be like, oh no, Venezuela's a big drug runner. They're running all these drugs. They're running a minutia amount of drugs into America compared to, like I said, the major key players in Jalisco and Sinaloa is where the big time guys are. And the government knows this. And they don't do shit. They're going to sit here and go after the little peanuts while the fucking big guys just do what the hell they're going to do, knowing that the government is not going to come messing with them because it's going to fuck up the CIA's business if they do. That's what it's all about at the end of the day. See, this is just a money-making scheme like it's always been. Afghanistan with the poppy, the heroin trade, and Iraq with their oil that they have. I think at the time we invaded, they were the second or third largest oil country in the world. Did America get any of that oil? Fuck no. ExxonMobil and Chevron, like they're doing right now in Venezuela, got that oil, set the oil up, exported that oil out of Iraq, and the companies and the big time motherfuckers in the government all got kickbacks and paid off. See, that's how it works. The idiots are going to sit here and say, oh yeah, gas, we're going to get gas, gas is going to go down. This gas is not for you. This gas is for other countries. See, Chevron and ExxonMobil are already at the vying table right now, trying to figure out who's going to be the major key player in this $1 trillion oil operation that before America took over, China was 80% of the buyer to Venezuela. So Trump's now saying that, oh, nothing's going to change. We're still going to do business with China, but it's going to be on our terms. Now, you think China is just going to say, oh, yeah, we'll go ahead and just do the new terms of what America set. That's probably going to be a lot higher than the terms they had set up with Venezuela and just roll over. It's not going to happen. And these are all things that the government is doing to try to take over high mineral places. So Greenland should really be on their P's and Q's right now when it comes to that, because there's a good chance we may try to get their resources as well at this point and just go all out and just be a Western imperial country who just goes around the world and says, hey, this is our oil now. These are our minerals now. We need these things. So just sit back and watch us pillage your country so we can take what we need to make America great again. Hey guys, I appreciate all the new subscribers. It really helps out the channel. Please like and share and subscribe. And like always, take care of yourselves and each other. And until next time, bye.